Welcome to our deep dive on the sabbatical dilemma. Should you reduce retirement savings to fund a one-year global adventure? In this video, we will weigh the financial trade-offs, the non-financial benefits, and practical best practices to protect your long-term goals while pursuing a year of travel. Let's get started. Before we proceed, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Everyone's situation is different, so consult a qualified fiduciary financial advisor or tax professional before making decisions. Here's our roadmap. First, we'll outline the dilemma and context. Next, we'll quantify the compounding cost. Then, we'll explore non-financial benefits. After that, we will cover best practices if you choose to take a sabbatical, and then demonstrate how to model your plan. We'll include short quizzes to check your understanding and finish with key takeaways. Many high-earning professionals push toward aggressive early retirement. Simultaneously, the idea of a year-long global sabbatical that costs around $70,000 to $80,000 is compelling. A common approach is to temporarily reduce 401k contributions to build a cash fund for the trip. The key question is whether this detour will delay your ultimate retirement target date. We will analyze this step by step. Let's visualize the sequence. First, plan and save cash specifically for travel. During the sabbatical year, reduce retirement savings but preserve the employer match and max the HSA if eligible. Once you return to work, immediately restore your aggressive savings rate, often around 50%. Finally, commit to long-term consistency and avoid drifting away from your original plan. The compounding cost is the core risk. Delaying or skipping contributions has a substantial opportunity cost because money contributed earlier has more time to grow. For instance, skipping a $50,000 contribution entirely could translate into a large future value by retirement, depending on your return assumptions and time horizon. Therefore, it is essential to model your personal timeline and expected returns before deciding. Here is an illustrative table of the future value of skipping a $50,000 contribution, assuming various annual returns and time horizons. For example, at 8% over 35 years, the skipped contribution could have grown to approximately $739,000. These figures are approximations and do not account for taxes, fees, or volatility. They are intended to emphasize the magnitude of compounding over long periods. Now let's shift to the non-financial side. You can often earn more money later, but you cannot buy back time. Health, energy, and flexibility may be greater earlier in life. Experiences reshape your perspective, deepen relationships, and build resilience. A balanced decision acknowledges both financial optimization and meaningful life experiences. If you proceed, follow core fundamentals. First, always contribute enough to capture the full employer match in your 401k. Second, maximize your HSA if eligible due to its triple tax advantages. Third, avoid the yo-yo effect by pre-scheduling the restoration of your aggressive savings rate immediately upon returning. Fourth, maintain earning power by keeping part-time or freelance opportunities as a safety net. Let's compare. On the left, you continue maxing out contributions and maintain a high savings rate. Compounding starts sooner, and progress feels steadier, though it may involve sacrificing some lifestyle experiences now. On the right, you fund a $70,000 to $80,000 sabbatical, protect the employer match and HSA, and commit to restoring the high savings rate afterward. You gain more life experience now, but potentially delay financial independence. Quiz time. Which contribution should you prioritize even during a sabbatical? The options are employer 401k match, taxable brokerage only, cryptocurrency purchases, or airfare points and miles. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is the employer 401k match. It is effectively free money, and foregoing it creates an unnecessary setback. Here is the second quiz. What is the biggest financial risk of a sabbatical funded by cutting retirement savings? The options are opportunity cost of loss compounding, travel will not be fun, currency exchange hassles, or bad weather. You may pause the video now to consider your answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section. The correct answer is the opportunity cost of lost compounding. Skipping early contributions can reduce long-term growth by a very large amount over multi-decade horizons. To model your plan, First, estimate your sabbatical budget and build a separate, dedicated fund. Second, project reduced contributions during the sabbatical, but keep the employer match and HSA contributions active if possible. Third, simulate portfolio growth both with and without the sabbatical, using conservative and moderate return assumptions. Finally, set calendar reminders and automatic settings to restore your target savings rate immediately upon your return. This pie chart breaks down a sample sabbatical budget allocation: flights and transportation, lodging, food and experiences, and insurance or miscellaneous costs. The distribution helps you see how expenses typically cluster so you can prioritize savings and cost control in the largest categories. Here are condensed Markdown style notes. First, secure the employer match. Second, maximize the HSA if you're eligible. Third, automate the savings reset after your sabbatical. Fourth, protect your earning power by keeping part-time or PRN work as available. Let's summarize. The opportunity cost of lost compounding is real, so model carefully. Capture the employer match and maximize your HSA where possible. Commit to restoring a high savings rate immediately after returning. Finally, remember that time and health have value. Balance financial optimization with meaningful experiences. In closing, if your financial foundation is strong and your plan is disciplined, a sabbatical can be worth it. Be fully aware of the potential six-figure compounding cost of skipping early contributions. Protect the employer match, maximize the HSA, and automate your return to aggressive saving. Design a realistic budget and timeline while keeping your earning power alive. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you think through the sabbatical decision, please like, share, and subscribe. In the comments, tell us, would you take the year to travel or stay the course to reach financial independence sooner? We'd love to hear your thoughts.